Challenge 2. Prove Brazil was lucky to win the World Cup.
For my next challenge, we headed south to Rio de Janeiro, home to some of the world's most fanatical football supporters. This was a challenge close to my heart, because it was all about the goal that knocked England out of the World Cup.
Flavio, will you admit, as a Brazilian and an honest man, that Ronaldinho was lucky and that happened by mistake, that free
Of course not. He's the best player in the world.
To resolve this, we decided to recreate the free kick. I would be Seaman and Flavio would be Ronaldinho. He could have as many shots as he wanted, and if he couldn't score, he'd have to admit the truth. Flavio responded by suggesting the perfect location for our challenge. Brazil's World Cup stadium was hosting a big match between two Rio teams, Fluminense and Vasco da Gama. We went along to see if we could get on the pitch just after the game was over.
I think this challenge, if I succeed at it, is going to get Brazil where it hurts, because this place, the Maracanã, is an absolute triumphalist statement for Brazilian football. We've got the captain of the 1958 Brazil World Cup winning side holding the Jules Rimet trophy in a football, standing on top of the world. So when I do save all these free kicks, I think there's going to be an outbreak of national despair and much gnashing of teeth.
I soon discovered another football memento that only added to my confidence.
I have bigger feet than Pelé. He may look good on the pitch, but he's not going to stand next to me in the showers.
With permission granted, we headed outside to soak up the atmosphere.
OK, we're here. This is the Maracanã. It's about an hour before kick-off in the local derby game. OK, there's the announcer. He's obviously seen me. He knows what's happening. The booing has begun from the crowd. They can see an Englishman from a mile away.
Even the local press got excited when they heard I'd be coming on after the final whistle to show them how the beautiful game is played. Flavio had picked a work colleague called Bruno to help him in the shootout. He was young and football mad. As the stadium filled up, we went into the stands to watch the game and wait for our turn to impress the crowd.
The big game so far is slightly disappointing, 0-0. The butterflies, though, are really building in my stomach. I'm really looking forward to getting on the pitch at the end of the game and testing myself against a few Brazilians. The final whistle's gone. It's 0-0. Whistles are ringing out through the Maracanã. I'm going to try and change those to cheers now.
As I wrapped my tubby physique in the keeper's jersey, the fans got ready to see a real athlete in action.
Here we go.
Walking to the goal, I truly believed I could avenge England's cruel defeat. I was at the spiritual heart of the world's greatest footballing nation, and I could think of nothing better than humiliating these two Brazilians in front of 40,000 of their own countrymen.
What? He wants us to film down there. It's a disaster. They're taking the nets off. We've got to change ends.
My moment of glory was under threat, and by the time we started the challenge, the crowd had begun to leave. Flavio and Bruno had decided to take 5 shots each. If they score, I lose the challenge.
This is stress. OK, here we go.
Luckily, Flavio was useless. Incredibly useless.
Rubbish.
However, he proved to be a lot better at bending the rules.
Flavio is now in the area. No, let's do this properly.
Oh, my God, the cheating going on.
Bruno was more skillful, but I upped my game, and by the time the groundsman came to take the nets away, neither had scored.
Last one, last one. It's all over. There's a man with a ladder. Have I completed the challenge?
I don't know whether that counts as challenge completed.
I thought I'd done enough, but I had agreed to let them take 10 shots, and we'd only had 9.
OK, let's do it.
Bruno insisted on taking the last one. The stadium was empty, and the lights had gone out, but rules were rules.
Oh, he's put one in.
And would you believe those Brazilians? Another lucky goal.
Oh,
Five-time champion.
Well, I'm
There's
sorry.
nothing to us.
Is it in the back of the net? No, it isn't.
No,